Hmm. Switched coffee today. Different coffee. Good morning, everybody. This morning, we are, I know we talked about the just as good as guy yesterday, so I thought it only fair and really appropriate to handle the guitar snobs. So, welcome to Recovering Guitar Snobs Anonymous. And if you're a Harley Benton guy, don't worry, you should still pay attention to the end. Um, Remember that this is a safe space. Okay. Some people really took offense to yesterday's video, and it makes sense when something really convicts you. Um, you're gonna feel that. It's gonna feel icky in your tummy when you are guilty of the things that have been called out. So you're gonna get that little icky feeling in your tummy, and you're gonna want to say something about it. And there was a few people yesterday that really doubled down. And my recommendation to you is go watch that video again and start over with number one. That's what we're going to do today for guitar snobs. Okay. The guys with the custom shops. Okay. I have a custom shop guitar, so I'll lump myself in there too. So let's begin. Let's get into it. And for the guy who says I'm not intense enough, this is a serious subject, man. I'm not going to be jumping up and down. This is a serious subject. All right. First of all, we need to admit that we have a problem. Hi, my name is Steve. I judged a guy's guitar before he even ever plugged it in. Now, this guy's name is Steve. His name's not William or, Harlan or some fancy name. His name's just Steve. Okay. He's got a fancy guitar, but he's just Steve. Okay. The first step is realizing and really admitting to yourself that your self-worth is not determined by the name on the peg head or the value of your guitar. Okay. If your opinion of the guitar changes the minute you see the name on the peg head, you're in the right place this morning. You're in the right place. Okay. So admit that you've judged somebody's guitar before you ever even had a conversation about it, ever even understood anything about it. Step 2, stop reading the peg head first. I've done it. You've done it. We've all done it. Harley Benton guys, you've done it too. You pick up a Squire, right? And because they kind of look the same as a regular Fender, what do? You pick it up and you go like this. That's guitar snobbery. Stop doing it. We know your process. And then you start looking at it. And then the self-proclaimed expert will go like this. He'll look down the end of the neck from the bottom of the guitar like this, like he knows what he's looking at. Right? Stop it. Don't check the setup. You don't even check the setup. You don't strum a chord. You don't plug it in. Your eye goes straight to the peg head before you even ever play the guitar, even ever try the guitar, even ever anything. You write a 900-word review in your head in like 4 seconds once you see Fender designed by Squire. Squire designed by Fender. Stop it. Step 3. Learn the difference between preference and fact. Okay? This is really important. I like nitro, which is fuel. So I like nitrocellulose. It even makes you sound fancier. So say the whole word, right? These people that say axe and stuff. Just say the word. It will make you sound fancier in your snobbery. So I like nitro. It is sort of, sounds like you have a tap out sticker on your F-250 with chrome shocks. Just like say the whole word. I like nitrocellulose. Great. Excellent. You sound fancy. I like poly. I don't. Some people do. It's totally fine. If you prefer PAFs over something more modern, great. The term that we're trying to eliminate here, and I actually try not to say this on my channel unless it is an actual fact having to do with physics, objectively better, basically should never be said on a guitar channel, ever. Objectively better. It is like one of the most overused sayings and improperly used sayings, okay? Because what that says is, congratulations, you have confused personal taste with the laws of physics, right? Like, a paper and oil capacitor is objectively better than an orange drop capacitor is not a fact. So objectively better just doesn't go there. Just don't use that word. It's a dumb word. Don't use it. Number 4, accept that more expensive doesn't always mean better. Obviously, right? Oftentimes, a $4,000 guitar is better, nicer. It's got neater things on it. It's made by fewer people. It's got some neat things about it. It's got a cool story. More than a $400 guitar. It should be. It makes sense. That's, but you've also played expensive guitars that were absolute, piles of poo. So, they've had terrible fretwork, etc. And then you go and you play an inexpensive guitar and you're like, well, dang, how did they pull this off? This is actually pretty good. But you don't say it out loud because you're a guitar snob. Allow yourself to say it out loud. Price does matter, but sometimes it doesn't tell the whole story, right? Sometimes there's more of a story there that you kind of have to dive into and kind of understand, so don't assume that just because it's more expensive means that it's better. Do your research. Look into it a little bit. Learn the story. It's a more human thing to do than just assume expensive is better. Number 5, stop gatekeeping other people's fun. This is a big one, man. This is probably one of the most negative things that happens in guitar communities, and guitar snobs are responsible for a lot of this. If somebody says, I just bought my first guitar, the response that you should say is, that's awesome, dude. Play me a song, totally cool. Play me a song. I'd be happy to hang out with you. That'd be great. Let's keep you playing. Not, you should have gotten an American Professional. Oh, yeah, I'd immediately replace the pickups, or you'll outgrow that in 5 minutes. They're excited. They're happy. They just got a cool guitar. Don't make them be less excited. You know what I mean? Don't. Number 6. And this is related to number 5. Resist the urge to explain to someone or to try to tell someone why their happiness is wrong. It makes no sense. When somebody says, I love my Harley Benton, you're allowed, right? Believe it or not, to just not say anything. Maybe they have more to say. Maybe they want to tell you why they love their Harley Benton. They're Harley Benton guys, so they definitely love to tell you why they love them. Let them. You don't immediately need to jump in the comment section or in front of them and discuss depreciation or resale value or offshore manufacturing or tariffs or why, well, my uncle had one in 1974, even though they didn't, I'm exaggerating. My uncle had a Harley Benton and it totally exploded because the fretwork and the blah, 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 and a pot didn't work. Just let them enjoy their guitar. Like, there's no reason to explain to them why they shouldn't enjoy their guitar. It makes no sense. Stop starting every sentence or every post or every comment on a YouTube video with, well, actually. I hate that. Nothing says you're an idiot than almost more. There's a couple things that do it more, but that's top 5. Than saying, well, actually, and then trying to explain to, like, nobody invited the Tone Wikipedia. Okay. The guy is like, I love my guitar. And then the self-proclaimed Tone Wikipedia shows up and starts to do a dissertation on hide glue capacitor values. Well, actually, the neck tenon on, shut up about neck tenons. Oh my God, with the neck tenons. Oh my God. The molecular structure of old growth mahogany. Oh, shut up about old growth wood too, by the way. I don't even care. I don't even want to hear it. Sometimes you just let somebody enjoy something. That's what you do. You don't need to explain it. They don't even care. Even if the fact is a fact, right? That old growth wood, the rings are closer together and blah, blah, blah. The tree grew slower and whatever. That is a fact. That's a scientific fact that happened. Who cares what it does to a guitar? I do not care. But that fact is irrelevant to whether he's like, dude, my new guitar is red and it's super sweet. Has nothing to do with how tight the grains are in the wood that it came from. Okay? It's stupid. So, well, actually, just shut up. Don't be a guitar snob. That one gets me wound up. Number 8. Your gear is not your personality. This is a big one. I think we take on this persona, which makes sense, right? You put on a Slash Les Paul and then you step on your guitar case like it's a monitor at Madison Square Garden, and then all of a sudden you feel like a rock star. I get it. That's what we should be doing. We should feel that when we play. I understand, right? But in that moment, it's the enjoyment of making the music and the creativity, right? It's not that the physical item became your personality, right? Owning a Murphy Lab does not make you more interesting, right? Your guitar is very interesting, and you may be an interesting person, but the guitar didn't make you more interesting. Owning a custom shop Fender doesn't make you an expert on guitars or on Fender or on vintage Fender lore, right? Owning a vintage guitar doesn't make you more wise. You might know some dumb facts that nobody cares about. C.7, step 7, but it's not who you are. You're probably a dad. You're probably a pizza delivery guy. You're probably I don't know. This is Guitar Snob Land. So you're definitely a lawyer. Definitely a lawyer. Or a doctor. Because only doctors and lawyers probably watch this part. Like, I get it. So, yeah. And it doesn't make you, like, more handsome. It doesn't make you look better. It takes away from how much people look at your white New Balances. So think about that. Like, think about the balance between playing a cool guitar and your white New Balances or your Rolex, right? Like, you have to balance attention. So think about that. Number 9. This is an important one too. Stop treating YouTube comments like peer-reviewed science. You saw a comment that said tone wood doesn't exist. You saw a comment that said every pickup sounds the same. Okay, we could spend some time on that one. I'll give you that one. How about capacitors, paper and oil capacitors are better. That's a big one, right? Than other ones. Don't spend the next 45 minutes building a rebuttal with charts and graphs and captions to other videos, and you probably have another video. Maybe you made a video that nobody's ever watched, and you have 3 subscribers, and you've made this 40-minute video talking about this thing that you really care about. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is, and I've mentioned this before, but see, most mouse have this little wheel right here, right? And or a trackpad. You don't even have to press in a particular area. All you have to do is like let your finger fall, and you go like this. Problem solved. Problem solved. You don't even have to spend the time. Literally, your finger just goes. And the world changes for you. There's a whole nother screen of world in front of you, and that whole thing, you've averted an entire 45 minutes of stress, right? You know, you've got a stressful job. You just spent $8,000 on a guitar. Your wife is pissed because the deck needs to be restained, and you just bought a custom shop Fender. You know, you're feeling some tension in your heart. You're on this close to a heart attack. But you just averted a heart attack by just taking your finger and going, because you stopped treating comments as peer-reviewed science, and you just sort of let it go. Scroll on past. Number 10, stop shopping with other people's wallets. If you are on this list, chances are you got a fat ass wallet. There's no point in worrying about anybody else's wallet, right? Don't tell people how to spend their money. If you want to spend $4,000 on your guitar, you do it. It's awesome. I've done it. It's fun. It's super fun, right? But that doesn't mean everybody can, and that doesn't mean that everybody should. You probably shouldn't have, but you know, that's okay, right? You know, since you are an attorney, your divorce will be simpler. Number 11, remember why you started playing guitar. This is a serious one, actually. You didn't start playing guitar because of capacitor values or because of fretwork. This is a big mistake that I've made on this channel, on the big channel, and not on this channel, but on the big channel, is I made it too nerdy, right? And got away from the actual fun of playing guitar, like, and the creativity. That's kind of where I'm trying to get it back to that. And I know we've lost viewers because of that, but I kind of don't care. I just want to have more fun, right? I want to bring the fun back into it. Remember why you started playing guitar. It wasn't because of the finish on the guitar. It wasn't because of neck joints, neck tendons. Oh my God, neck tendon thing. All that stuff, right? Like, or, you know, how finishes were done in 1959. Like, nobody cares about that crap. We just want to play guitar and have fun. Like, you know, don't let the internet convince you to trade your joy and your happiness for an argument about something that just does not matter. Well, it does matter to the tone, but it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter, and it affects something are two different sentences, right? Or two different things. It may affect a thing, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to us as human beings. It doesn't matter to our creativity. It doesn't matter. Some stuff does, right? How heavy the guitar is and how we interact with it and stuff. There are those things. And some of those things are kind of intangible to other folks who may not appreciate them. You know, and a beginner guitar may not appreciate finish type. They may not appreciate how the guitar feels, changes how they play. That's okay. Let them be on that journey themselves. And, you know, and you get back to that and understand why you're playing guitar in the first place. Number 12, this is another one important. If somebody says, I love this guitar, it doesn't matter what it is. The appropriate response is, dude, that's so cool. Right? That is so cool. Play me something. Right? You already know that you can play Smoke on the Water on your $4,000 guitar. Let them play you something. Chances are they're younger than you and they're going to outshred you like nobody's business. They're going to play some freaking Tim Henson riff and it's going to melt your face off on their Harley Benton guitar. And you're going to be like, well, I have this $4,000 guitar. But then all of a sudden, Smoke on the Water just doesn't seem as cool. So just let them have their moment. Let those people have their moment. Stay away from sentences or say stuff like, yeah, but, well, actually. If I could give somebody $1 to stop saying the words for the money, I would, man, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. The goal is not to own the best guitar, because we know that that's different for every person. The goal is to be the kind of person that you actually want to play guitar with. Like, ask yourself, would I like to play guitar with me, or would I get tired of me talking about all this crap that doesn't matter? Recovery is not easy. Relapse will happen. You know, you're going to be sitting there and seeing a YouTube comment, and all of a sudden your hands will start shaking and you just be like, the frets aren't stainless. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, you know. You might want to refer to somebody else's cheap guitar as surprisingly good. Wait for it. For the money. You know, like that stuff just like, and all of a sudden your heart's, you know, just, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let it be. Just remember that you were a kid one day wanting to play guitar too. Well, that's the 12. And before I let you go, understand that this is a joke, obviously. I don't laugh a lot because it's more funny if I don't laugh. But it is hilarious. The reactions to these videos in the comments are even more hilarious than the videos themselves. People get really offended by this stuff. To be honest with you, the Harley Benton guys need to watch this video too. We all do it. We all do it about other people's guitars. Just stop. Right? It's, you know, and you're not a snob just because you have an expensive guitar. You're a snob because you gatekeep like this for other people. And you do it too, Harley Benton guys. You do it too. Cheap guitar guys do it. Expensive guitar guys do it. It's not about that. Just create an environment where everybody, I think that's the biggest thing is, do you want to be a person who's known for the guitar that you play? Or do you want to be a person, and I don't even care about the guitar that I don't even care about the kind of music you play or whatever. It's about what kind of person you are. Do I want to play guitar with you, or do I have to put up with listening to this crap? Whether it be, you know, Harley Benton, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm vegan. You never hear me talk about it. Harley Benton guys are worse than vegans, bro. They really are. So, like, it doesn't matter how expensive or cheap the guitar is. Just don't be that guy. Just be the cool person who wants to play guitar. And the other snob thing, and I want to do a whole video on this. If you ever say in a comment, yeah, but that how good is that person to even deserve that guitar? You might as well just quit, because you're you can only play Smoke on the Water so good and say crap like that on the internet. That is the ultimate snob to me. That is the ultimate snob. Don't be that guy either. See you tomorrow. Oh, see you today. Today on the other channel. There's probably going to be 2 videos today, because we have the podcast at 4 p.m. and I think the Harley Benton gets here today, and I will immediately unbox that guitar live on the big channel.